I recall we fought a giant sandworm. That was most of the session was that combat with the giant purple worm. We did kill it. Uh, Harvested some meat from it. I believe Guide harvested some eggs from it, and all together it went well. Anything else in particular I'm missing? I think most of that session was combat.
Most of it was combat, but you missed a few key details. There were 0 eggs.
Oh, he got
Um,
eggs.
no, he was disappointed that it was a female because it wasn't a female because it did not have eggs.
Yeah, I remember the eggs. Okay.
There were no eggs. There was a bit of drama because Levi, in his jumpy self, shot Maze on accident. Maze is not happy with this. Meepo even observed Maze talking to someone while alone in their tent, uh, worrying about their safety. While
Do I need my
there was so. What'd you say, Laura?
do I need to get out my notes?
Nah, you don't. They worried about their safety. Katya is a bit frustrated with Levi. Um, Levi is frustrated with Katya. There's a lot of stress going on. The only one who seems really happy right now is Guide himself.
Meepo
And
couldn't complain.
yeah, Meepo can't complain.
You also forgot that there is a
Ru-
possibility that Click may run into the very being that is to blame for him being trapped on this plane.
Oh, and the person we're supposed to be escorting thinks we're going to kill him.
Yeah, that was Maze.
Good
Okay,
times.
so I would say you don't get the for the session inspiration,
Fair.
but you can do it next time.
I'm good.
So
I'm good.
so we tune in to the party on their trip through the Anarok Desert, approaching the plain of standing stones. They are just below the Black Road, uh, the main path taken by caravans through the desert. The party wakes up after a night of restful sleep for some tossing and turning for others, and that is where we begin. If you guys wouldn't mind, with Wes being here, briefly describing your characters uh, whenever you speak first for this session.
Okay. So we'll carry on. I guess we follow Guy. Nothing to say yet.
It is daybreak. I assume we cross Black Road before high sun. This is Guide, Wes. Guide is a lizard folk. He goes by his namesake because he is good at it. Guides people from this lower city of Erveska uh, through the desert.
On a
Uh,
horse with no name.
as far as he knows, he is just taking people up to the plane of standing stones. Maze has said that they will tell them more once they get to the actual plane of stones.
All right.
Is there any issue we should before leaving?
Well, once Levi got up, he's just gonna say, "No, let's go." He's in a not so very happy mood, impatient, and as far as the thing, Levi is looks fairly human, although he's a little paler. Um, One thing you'll notice is he is never dirty. Um, and right now, he's wearing he's got a cloak with a hood over it. and is pretty much. But of course, a lot of people have hats and stuff like that, just for protection of the desert. He is rather stringy, not very strong, um, and I guess that's about it for him.
All
But
right.
I think we should hurry up and just go. Be on our way. Get this over with.
Maze is packing up their tent, sensing the hostility coming off of uh, Levi, and is quickly packing their stuff onto Roach.
Which, by the way, I think I have to recast Find Steed unless Roach didn't disappear in the last battle.
Roach did die, but you already resummoned him.
Heck yeah. Katya, who is forgetting roughly what she looks like, but like 5'10", very sturdily built, a couple scars, tan, dark black hair, and very shiny, slightly color changing armor, which Logan, I probably need to roll for that. Do I have to roll for that?
Not anymore.
We fixed it. It's at fire resistance. It has a little bit of a red sheen to it. Sorry. I got used to that.
No worries.
It's all good.
I'm going to go over to Maze and see if they need assistance with anything.
Maze appreciates your help.
I'm gonna walk over to Levi and Wes to give you an idea. Click is a blue Aarakocra from the air elemental plane. Who's only been on this plane for a very short amount of time and still like struggles understanding how certain things works. Specifically, creatures that are that need to be fought versus creatures that don't. He's a cleric, so he treats everything at first as like a friend, but then once it's an issue, jumps in. Anyway, going over to Levi and checking in. You seem agitated. What's wrong?
We just need to hurry up and get out of here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, pack up your stuff and let's get loaded and on the way.
Well, very well. And with that, Click is going to go ahead and finish packing up his stuff and get it all loaded into his pack.
All right.
One thing that I didn't mention that you would notice or may not notice right away, he does not like the idea of dragons, and everybody's talking about dragons. Now, mind you, we have somebody in our party that's baby dragon-ish, but being so small has not, is not a problem. But otherwise, no dragons. Nope. Dragons kill people. Nope. Stay away.
Fair call.
Speaking of which, Meepo, who is a kobold, he's a kobold who wears a cloak of elven kind in the style of a toga. That's all he wears. Points out that you seem scared. Well, why such rush?
We just need to go.
Well,
Get
you have
out
to
of this.
follow Voight.
Get out of this desert.
I think there's quite a bit more desert to go.
Well, then let's be on our way.
I did a really bad job describing Katya. She's also a half-elf and a paladin.
I don't know if
You'll-
West knows our classes.
He'll learn
I
them
do.
eventually. I may have told him.
That's
Okay.
good. I have
Fair
had a
enough.
very good day today, so I apologize.
Oh, you're good. Wes, just to clue you in, Maze, who is our NPC PC, they are very androgynous to the point of the player has not even told me their sex, so I'm just referring to them as they. About very slight build, uh, and take everything that they do while I'm playing them as a grain of salt because they could be very different when the actual player shows up. But right now they seem a bit cagey. Uh, they tend to guard secrets, but they are musically talented.
All right.
Very well. If that is all, let us go. We must cross Black Road. Be very careful. There have been. It is prime location to be attacked.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
So you all continue on your way.
I'll fly.
Can I get a D20, a D6, and a D4 from somebody?
I got the 4.
I'll take the 20.
So I'll get the 6. A 6.
D20 says 18.
Can you roll that 6 again?
Again? Okay.
Yes.
5. My 6 not good enough for you, Logan?
No, I just what did you get on the D4?
3.
3. Okay. So, what did you say something, Chris? Sorry.
I was gonna make sure you heard the 18 on the 20.
I did.
Okay.
So, the sun is unbearably hot this day, whereas the few previous days have swept up these dense sandstorms that have slowed your progress. Because of it blacked out the sun, it was relatively cool for a while. But this is a unbearable baking heat. Guide with a survival check. Make sure that you all take extra breaks and drink your water. You're actually going to run a little bit fast on today's ration, unless someone would like to create water.
I got it.
Okay.
Kat, do you want to do it, or you want me to take care of it?
There's a cleric and paladin.
Or me.
Or you.
Depending on what happens today, I think I want you to hold on to your capabilities, so I'll go ahead and create the food and water for now.
Who's you? Are you talking to me or Levi?
Click.
You.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. Yes, Guide being very thankful, he actually says, "Hold on," and he pulls out all of the eggs that you have been seeing him eat throughout the day. He has been taking special care of for the bigger ones just to bite off the top, and he asks you to fill the water into those, and he puts them back into a little special side pouch. Eggs are very versatile. Put them in special cache on way back.
This man and his eggs.
They are delicious. It's a shame worm not have egg.
I'm disappointing.
Logan, as I'm flying about, do I see anything unusual or eye-catching?
So, what you've mostly been traveling across so far has been loose sand that is gathered in dunes. You know, it's been a little bit harder for the rest of the party to walk, but as a flying Aarakocra, you've had it much easier to travel. What you see is like this odd separation between this rolling sand dune sea and across this this rocky abutment that couldn't be more than 30 feet wide. The landscape changes. It's still arid and sparse of life as far as that you can tell. But it shifts from the loose sands to coarse red dirt. hard soil. It is a few hundred yards off, though. Also, you see what looks to be a figure laying down on the middle of this 30-foot wide rocky path.
About how far away?
A few hundred yards. If you're at a superior height, you're definitely able to spot this first.
All right. I fly a little bit lower and I tell the group that I see a body up ahead, and I'm going to fly ahead to see if I can figure out what or who it is.
Oh,
What
it
type
might
of
be
body?
an ambusher.
Oh, that's why I'm in the air. Easier to
An
avoid.
ambush.
Like a human body or an animal body or
I'm assuming, Logan, you meant humanoid.
It was humanoid. That's what you could
Yeah.
tell from how far you were.
All right. So, yeah. So I express as a humanoid body.
Mm.
With that being said, I'll go ahead and take off and get closer and see if I can make out any more details.
Perception check.
All right. First roll of the night. Nat 1. Here we go. That's actually a natural 20.
Nice.
And
this
Wes, in case you should know, and Logan hasn't told you, he's killed multiple of my characters.
no,
No.
No.
Ish.
I
Kind of.
have killed one of every character.
You've killed his one character twice.
no, he has not killed either of my characters.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow meow.
Okay, well. I will.
With a natural 20, which is a total of, by the way.
Oh, sorry. For perception, that is a total of 24.
Okay, with a 24, you see this lone figure laying sprawled out upon the ground. Especially from your great height, they appeared not to be moving very much, but they do seem to be breathing.
Let's see here. Do I see any markings or
How
what
close do you
type of
get?
humanoid figure this is?
How close do you get?
Let's say I get about, let's say, I don't know, maybe 50 feet off to start off with.
At 50 feet, I mean, you can tell this person appears to have very tan skin, but it's also been sunburned quite deeply. Ragged build. They looks like they haven't eaten consistently for a good long while. Their clothes are torn and tattered.
How
But
far off is?
they are laying
Sorry, go
face
ahead.
down. They are laying face down.
Okay. How far off is the rest of the group from here?
There's still a few hundred yards. You went ahead pretty fast.
Okay. Trying to think, what is the distance for the Ring of Sending?
120 feet.
Would they still be within range?
You can wait.
100 yards is 300 feet.
Okay. So I'll fly just back to him enough to get in range. I let them know that there's a body. It appears to be lying unconscious, but I'm not going to do anything until they're closer. And then I'm going to fly back, and I'm going to circle it like a vulture.
There's a pillars of stone, right, Logan? That's how you described it.
So,
What you called it, the something of stone.
the plane of standing stones is on the opposite side of the Black Road. Right now, you are in the Dune Sea.
Okay, so we're not there yet.
No.
Would we be able to see him from here then? I mean, if it's just open.
As you get closer, it's hard to see them because they're laying down. You know, even in a rolling field, so if someone lays down in the right spot, you just can't see them.
I will proceed to try to approach where he is circling quietly.
Make a stealth roll.
My pleasure. 17.
You approach stealthily to this person who appears to be exhausted and starving, and as you get even closer, dehydrated.
I poke him with one of my rods.
Of course we do.
Does anyone stop him?
No.
All right, you poke
He says that he pokes him with what?
a rod.
Meepo, is that one of your immovable rods?
Yes.
I have an idea. What I'm gonna do?
This is before the poking happens, right?
Yes,
You're
yes, yes, yes.
circling
This is
up
before the
above.
poking happens.
Okay, you're just messaging.
Yes.
Okay.
This way this being can't hear. I'm gonna come down and turn him onto his back. How about you activate the immovable rod right under his neck?
Well,
That way he
wanna-
can't get away.
I don't know if he's even alive.
Well,
No.
that's what I'm saying. This way we can find out.
You know that he's alive, Click, because you have seen him breathing.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he's
Uh,
alive, but barely.
I mean, I could just bash his head in.
I'd rather you not. We might be able to gather something from him, or he might be in
Oh, yeah,
danger
from
and
his
just need
body.
some help. Well, he might be in danger and need some help.
Logan, I'm going to hover the immovable rod just about an inch above his neck. And I'm going to
Okay.
hold it in place.
All right. I know you said that he's alive, but is he conscious? As I'm
Okay.
jostling him around, does he seem to be stirring?
That's all he's
Alright.
doing.
Are we gonna do for him?
Huh?
Are we doing anything for him? I'll go over on him.
I'm about to. I was
Okay.
about to go ahead and pour out my water skin and give him a drink.
I'll
Levi
give him-
waits impatiently, saying we need to go before dragons show up.
We're working on it, Levi.
I'll lay on hands, 10 hit points.
The breathing slows.
Putting my second immovable rod over his back of his kneecap.
You mean, wait.
He's on his back. He's on
He's
his
laying on-
stomach, rather.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you put it on his. No, he's on his back now because
Oh.
Click rolled him over.
I thought I did before he did it. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Guess above his kneecaps.
Okay, that's fine. His breathing has become slower, and he drinks the water hungrily.
Right. I wait for him to get a good fill and I ask him for his name.
Orion.
Ryan, how long have you been out here?
What day is it?
While he's
Guide,
talking
what
to
day
him,
is it?
I search his pockets.
No idea. Do I know what? I keep a diary.
You don't have to give him the real date.
Okay.
It's Tuesday.
It's today.
I was attacked about a week ago.
By a dragon. I knew it.
By who or what?
Jackware.
Ah, not a dragon.
They took my caravan and headed east.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling the truth or if this is also like part of a ruse or something like that?
Go for it.
All right, here we go.
By the way, I did search his pockets, Logan.
You found nothing.
Oh. Meepo's
Man,
disappointed.
that sucked.
Very disappointed.
That's a total of 10.
This dying man in the middle of the desert seems like he's a dying man in the middle of the desert to you.
All right. Was there any other members of your caravan, or was it just items?
My daughter.
Oh.
They took her.
All right. I give him the water skin so this way he can continue to drink as he needs.
He drinks it all.
I give him.
Meepo, go ahead and remove your removable rods. We
I
need
don't
to.
know that he's safe.
What
He
did
could
the
be a
cat,
believe
caster
him?
or a wizard or something, and
What did the
suddenly like drop a fireball on us.
What's he
What did
gonna do?
Katia do?
Die on you?
I give him my water skin.
He drinks about half of that before, like, you see his stomach start to get swell up too much.
That might have been too much. I take it back and I give him a little bit of bread.
He chews on that a bit slowly. It seems like his stomach's full of water,
Fair
but
enough.
he is chewing on it.
I can jump on his stomach.
Do you?
Please don't.
No.
His breathing is slow and he is calm.
All right. We will do what we can to help you get your daughter. Can you give us a direction at where they took her?
Yeah. Maze, which way we going?
Well, we're going north.
I guess we're going north.
Orion shakes his head. They went east.
Oh, unfortunately, we're going north. So
I
we
look
can
at me.
get out of this
Can
desert.
Levi,
look-
we can't leave this person's child with these beings that took her.
A
Maze,
dragon
can we-
probably ate him.
We're
What were
already
you
in.
saying? Sorry.
We're already in the desert, Maze. Are we on a specific timeline, or can we help them?
We're not on a hard timeline,
Okay,
I guess.
we're gonna help them.
I'd personally.
Do you
Yeah.
want to be attacked and taken, kidnapped, and not saved?
No, yeah, but what? How about I stay here with him so he doesn't die?
Okay.
I'm okay with that. How far do we know about how far east? And I turn to Guide and I ask, Guide, have you heard of this specific caravan or the specific group that he speaks of?
Jackalware all over desert. Not surprised.
They're the little shits that keep stealing our horses, right?
Not the horses.
Camels.
Camels, yeah.
Same thing.
I make
They
a
took-
comment about, yeah, of course Maze wants to stay back because he hides behind rocks during when everyone else is fighting.
And you
Maze-
attack numbers.
Maze rolls their eyes.
They're the little shits that keep stealing our camels, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least once.
Yes, I found footprint that took at least 2 camels. No, 1 camel away. Absago took the 2. I think Absago.
Oh, and he could have them.
All right.
I
We
would-
know that they're over east, but we don't know how far is what I'm gathering.
They probably leave trail. But I was not paid to track Jackalware. I will wait here with Maze if wish.
Well, Guide, can you at least do us a favor and teach us what to look for to help us track the Jackalware?
That'd be fine. He goes over to a soft piece of ground and he draws what the footprints would look like. It's like numbers hard to determine, but distinctive footprint.
So these beings, do they typically stay on top of the sand or are they burrowing creatures?
Have you ever seen Jackal?
Yes. I think.
What? No.
I pull out my notebook to see if I wrote or drew anything about a jackal.
We haven't as a party. Would Katya have in the army?
No, she would have never been stationed anywhere where she would have run into a jackal. But you all recognize what looks like vaguely dog footprints. They do seem a bit oversized, though.
I show a picture of a dog. Is this a jackal?
Close. But
Okay, I
he
can
draws
focus
in the
on-
sand. He draws in the sand a bit more. It's like jackal wear look more like this. And he draws like this slumped figure with like would look like a very rudimentary, like two pointed ears for and a long canine mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But they have this kind of track, and he draws a dog foot.
Gotcha. All right. I think that's good enough. Do we see any of those type of tracks around where we find this individual?
Guide starts looking around. It's like, here, large party. Head that way, pointing to the east.
All right. I guess we got a good area to go on.
All right. Can I get a survival check from people?
Sure.
Everyone?
Or, well, who wants to lead this party? That would be a better question.
Not
Not
Levi,
me. Not me.
because Levi
Probably.
wants to go north.
Probably
Yeah.
click that, yeah.
Say, I don't mind taking the lead.
What's your survival like?
Decent. It's one of my better skills.
I leave it to you then. I will assist Click.
All right. Did I get that assessment or assistance?
So, Katya, you've had the basics for foraging because an army moves on its stomach.
Yes.
So is that a yes or a no?
Yes, you would be trained. Do you have training in survival? Is my question.
I'm not proficient in it, but it's a
No, no.
+4.
Do
It's
either
not a-
of you have proficiency?
It's not
Say
a
that again.
Do either of you have proficiency?
No.
No.
Okay.
I have it in nature.
Make an argument of how you would know tracking, and then I'll allow it. You to
Need-
roll on it.
Meet the
He's
Just Baked Smart Bistro.
Animal.
It's
Rather than hunting, I am noticing the night animals in my area.
Okay.
For Click, being an Aarakocra, primarily around the omnivorous type, they would know how to scavenge and how to hunt. So just tampering into some of those instincts from that heritage.
Yeah, go for it. One
All right.
person can roll with assistance.
Do you want to do it, Laura, or you want me to?
What are we rolling?
This would be survival.
Bible.
Oh, I was arguing nature on my behalf.
It's survival.
I will
Alright.
assist you.
You'll assist me? Okay. Logan, can I go ahead and do guidance?
Yep, because you're doing it before the roll, and it's not a conversation.
All right. I'm definitely going to need that assistance.
I got you.
All right. That's a lot better. First roll was a 3. Total of 22 with that second roll.
Okay, so with Katya helping you maintain your eye, maintain the path on it, and Guide starting you out with the proper tracks, it does take you a while, but knowing that you have to head in the direction of east, you guys are able to to follow it through this rocky terrain until you come across what seems to be like an odd shape among all of these abstract rocks. First, it calls to mind the obelisk that you found by itself in the middle of the snow, not in the snow, in the sand. There are more obelisks standing around, and it looks like some crumbling bits of wall. This appears to be some sort of ruin. There, you can see small facts of life, whether it be some shrubs, some desert shrubs hanging around, some small animals. And the tracks lead directly in.
Okay.
Well, we know where they went. I guess I assume we're gonna go in.
Yee.
No point in stopping here.
Levi's lagging behind, but being paranoid, so he keeps looking side by side and behind him and up in the sky and everything.
Okay, make a perception roll.
$12.
12. Okay. Besides the small animals that have been pointed out around these desert ruins, when you look up into the sky, you see a few birds.
Yeah, well, he's only cares about dragons, so.
Right.
Anybody want to take point from here on out?
Maybe the big beefy person with the shield.
We'll do it.
Good
All right, so
choice.
Katya first.
Sure. Also, just a heads up, I'm gonna have to go at 10 because I still have to shower tonight.
No, you're all right.
I can smell you from here.
Yep, I bet.
All right, Katya's first. What's the other marching order?
Our other tracker.
So click.
I'll take I was gonna say I'll take second.
I'm going last because I'm lagging behind.
Oh, I guess it's me.
Okay, Katya. Going through these ruins, you going through these ruins, taking point. The tracks get a bit more muddled. It seems like there's been a lot of interlocking back and forth steps, and it seems like there's been a fair amount of activity, but you don't see any active signs of life up top that would match these tracks. You do see them lead into what looks to be an open stone entrance that leads underground.
I put my hand on Cat's shoulder. Can you describe what this entrance looks like a little bit more?
Half emerging out of the desert ground is this roughly rectangular two stone pillars supported with another cross beam on top. It's fairly dark going down.
Does it look like it goes into like a hallway, or does it look like it goes into a single room?
It looks like it goes into a stairway.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go in.
Nothing bad could happen here.
I put on my owl goggles,
Mm-hmm.
and in one hand I also grab that bejeweled horn, and I go down as well.
Ooh, I'm trying to remember what the horn does.
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Assuming that a situation pops up that allows me to use it.
All right, so you are all descending these stairs, right? Once you reach the bottom of the stairs, it is much cooler from the desert sun inside than it is out. You have a long hallway in front of you, and at the opposite end of the hallway, you see what you can think is another room.
All right.
Stops me. I'm gonna keep going forward.
I put my hand on Katia and I say, 1 second.
Okay.
And I bring that horn up to my ear and I aim it towards that room and I cast clairvoyance. Do I hear anything?
Read clairvoyance for me.
Sure.
How dark is it, Logan?
It's
So
pretty dark.
clairvoyance states you create an invisible sensor within range, which range is a mile, in a location familiar to you, a place you have visited before, or in a obvious location that is unfamiliar, such as behind a door, around a corner, or in a grove of trees. The sensor remains in place for the duration, 10 minutes, and it cannot be attacked or otherwise interacted with. When I cast a spell, I choose seeing or hearing. I'm using the horn, so I'm choosing hearing.
Mhm.
I can use the chosen sense through the sensor as if I was in that space. As an action, I can switch between seeing and hearing. A creature that can see the sensor, such as a creature benefiting from see invisibility or true sight, sees a luminous, intangible orb about the size of my fist. So it's an invisible sensor that allows me to hear in the room, unless a creature or some sort of being has the ability of true sight or see invisibility that would grant them the ability to see it. And seeing how I have the horn, the only thing I can do is just listen to see if I can hear anything inside said room.
Okay, so make a perception check. So because
So it's not
you're trying.
automatically granted.
No, you're hearing everything in the room. The way I'm interpreting it is as if you're already standing in that location.
Yes,
Right?
yes, that's exactly how it would be, as if I was there myself.
Okay.
All right, you said what now? Perception?
Yes.
15.
Besides the odd wind that is coming from the entrance and whistling about through the entrance, that's mostly what you hear. It is the wind passing through this ruin
Okay.
with a 15.
I tell Katia, all I hear is wind.
Where'd it go then?
Okay.
Okay.
Same. All right, you're maintaining your marching order. Katia, as you approach the room, you feel your foot give way onto a soft pressure plate.
Ooh, can I react?
I need everyone to make a dex save, and I need you to,
Oh boy.
yep. Above you, you hear grinding of heavy stone on stone. The doors, there appear to be panels dropping down from the ceiling,
Anyone
trying
with
trying
Oops.
to separate you.
oh.
What were you saying, Laura?
Anybody within 10 feet of me gets a +4.
So, the benefit of this dex save, you can decide what part that you're on, but you all are going to be separated unless you choose to go into a certain spot.
22.
27.
All right.
24.
Did anyone get below a 15?
I did.
All right. So, Levi, you are not quick enough to react, and you will be locked into the 4th position. Meepo, Click, and Katya, you all can move 1 position.
What do you mean by one position?
Well, what are these positions?
Let me draw it out. Okay.
We see
So,
we just see the map.
yeah, I know. I'm going to draw it out. All right. So, 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, right? we're gonna say that Levi's the worm. He's stuck there, right?
Okay.
And then the crab is Meepo. Meepo can go forward or backwards if he wants. And then Click can go forward or backwards if he wants. And Katya can go forward or backwards if she wants.
I see. Is this me?
Yep, that one's you.
So I could go backward or forward.
Yeah.
Who goes first?
We'll start with Katya. What you doing?
I'll probably step back towards Click.
Okay. What is Click doing?
Click initially was going to move forward,
We
but
bump
with
it.
Katia being there, is going to stay put.
Okay, what is Meepo doing?
Yeah. I guess since those two are together, I will step back.
Okay.
With Ian.
You all are now locked into these stone boxes. What do you do first?
Stone boxes.
How big of stone boxes?
It's a 10 by 10 square.
Well, you come here often?
Definitely not.
Well.
Kat, I don't suppose you have a way of getting rid of all this.
I ram my body as hard as I can at one of the new walls.
Which one?
The one in front of me.
Make an attack roll. Can I get a perception roll from Meepo and Levi?
Perception.
Would the attack be an unarmed strike?
Pretty much.
23.
You are able to hit the wall, and you lead with you lead in the correct way so you don't hurt yourself. You see a slight scuff on the wall where you impacted it. It did not really budge. Meepo, you hear a clang.
Well.
That didn't work. Ah.
Well, I never really use it, so let's go ahead and try it. I'm going to try Divine Intervention.
Okay.
Well. God, please.
I mean, what are the odds that it's actually going to work?
1 out of 10.
Yeah, pretty much.
100 of the
All
grade.
right. I'm going to ask Serenetta to aid us in getting to this person's daughter and making us a straight, clear path. And the number is 50.
Okay, that's not enough.
Nope. I needed a 90 to 100, or 1 to 10, or 1 to 10 if that's how you wanted to do it.
So,
Is there any visible light, Logan?
no.
No.
Laura, can you see okay?
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Well, that's good to hear.
How hard is the ground?
Clink, clink, clink. It's stone.
Man, how hard is the ceiling?
Clink, clink, clink. It's stone. But while messing with the ceiling, you do notice that there are gaps all the way around you. It appears that the front panel and the back panel are not the only panels that move.
Well, it sense anywhere the air is coming into the box, Logan.
You can feel it underneath the gaps.
Underneath the caps.
Underneath every panel, between the floor and the panel, you feel a little bit of air.
I point out to Click that other things move, but I don't know what to do about it.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have any spells or any abilities that can help out with this.
I can keep shoving my body against the wall.
Levi just
I mean-
sighs and shakes his head.
Well, any smart ideas? fellow box cellmate.
Again, he sighs and says, "Okay. Are you ready for this, Meepo?"
Uh, as I'll ever be.
Levi stands back, starts doing his hand movements, and polymorphs Meepo into a giant ape.
Ooh.
Ah,
Suddenly, it is very crowded in that box.
I don't know if this was a good idea or not, but it is interesting.
Levi, you are squished against the wall.
Now break out of here
Uh,
and get us out.
I go ape, Logan.
All right. You begin pushing against the box. You feel
Can
it give slightly on the sides.
Can I lift it up?
You can try. Roll athletics with
I
a
don't know what my
+7.
stats are.
It's a +7 for a giant ape.
I'm surprised you have the stat block on hand.
Athletics are +9.
+9. My bad. It's just
28.
Katia, you hear this as the stone is being lifted up off the ground. Did you go out through the side because it was looser, or did you try to go forwards or backwards?
Meepo.
Me-
I
Meepo.
was trying to lift it up.
Right.
To
Which
make a gap so that he could get out from underneath.
Which one did you lift up?
I thought our box that we're in.
the wall in front of you, the wall behind you, or one of the sides?
I thought the ceiling.
Oh.
You try to lift the ceiling. A 28 doesn't do it because you are underground.
I thought we were in like boxes, like literal boxes, fell off like mousetrap.
No. It's more of like
No.
individual panels slid down in front and behind you, but in looking around in your box, you notice that your panels on the side were also movable.
I guess I will lift one
As,
of
as
the
I'm
panels in
half,
front of us.
as I'm half crushed, I point to the front wall and say, "Meepo, that one."
Okay.
All right, you lift it up. You open up the space. Now you guys can move forward. There's nobody in there.
We slide in there.
Okay, it's gonna be very squished. You're gonna be basically Levi is getting pancaked this whole time because honestly, a giant ape shouldn't be able to fit in this box.
I don't know what size they are.
They're huge.
They're over 10 feet.
Yeah.
Damn, big monkey.
Yeah.
So he's trying to move in. So in that case, no, I can't do that. Never mind.
I pick up Levi and move forward to the next wall. Try to pick it up.
All right, you're gonna have to squish Levi against the wall.
No,
and
I'm
gonna
picking
need
him up in one of my hands.
Right. So, but you realize how big the walls are, right? No matter where you put Levi, he's squished against the
I'm gonna
wall.
be squished.
Fair enough. He's Princess Peach now.
Hey, Levi, you feel a small pinch while you're pressed up against the wall.
Ow.
I pinch you.
Katya, there's this sound that keeps getting closer to you. The wall begins to move upwards. You see a giant ape holding Levi.
I draw my sword.
I hold my hand out and say, "It's okay. It's Meepo.
What? That's not me.
Put the sword away."
I throw a barrel at him.
Levi, are you sure you're not?
Yes. Just let him open the walls in front of us. It's gonna get tight though.
I'm very confused, but I put my sword away.
Okay, so you can't fit all of you and Meepo into one of these boxes.
Can I try and pull up?
Meatball's
Go
coming
ahead.
in like a wrecking ball.
Go ahead and try to lift it.
As she does so, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on her, and whatever one does strength, that's the one I'm going for.
All right, roll advantage.
Athletics.
Plus guidance.
You know, guidance is actually concentration. Is that enhanced ability concentration?
It is. Is guidance? Yeah, guidance is concentration. So yeah, we'll stick with enhanced ability, unless Ian wants to go ahead and guide her.
Athletics.
I mean, I can,
Just give her that extra boost.
but Meepo's holding me in his hands, so
And if
You
you
don't
cast
have-
guidance, then Meepo's no longer a great ape.
It's fine. I have a
Why,
Are we
is-
why
doing
can't you
Alright.
cast guidance on me as well?
athletics.
Concentration?
Oh yeah, polymorph is concentration.
Athletics. Is it athletics?
It is athletics.
Okay. $23.
Okay, it's not as smooth as a giant ape, but you are able to get your fingers underneath and begin to lift it slowly.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a deadlift though, where you can't go above your pelvis because you're just kind of holding it there.
Okay. Crawl, quick, crawl.
So
I
so
I
I
pick
assume
up Click in my other hand and carry him like I am.
so I
Levi.
assume that Click and Cat go into the next chamber, and then I'll go into the next chamber while Meepo's still holding up that door that Cat just lifted up.
Oh yeah, there's a way that you can daisy chain this.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
that's good to hear.
Yeah. Yes, you are all now in an empty room. With 3 doors in front of you.
Oh, this feels very familiar.
Monkey smash one of the doors.
Are there
Alright.
some on the ceiling?
Which door do you smash?
The middle one.
Giant ape goes forward, smashes it. Can you make a dex save for me?
I
What's
look
the
at
dex
Cat.
on a giant ape?
I look at Cat and say, "See, I told you it was Meepo."
You're still in my hand, by the way.
I'm very.
I
What
thought
did-
you put him down to daisy chain it.
I put nobody down.
Okay. Dex is +2.
Okay. Dex save. 16.
Okay, you only take half damage, so take 8 points of bludgeoning damage
Do I still have my class features?
as a rock falls on you.
Do I still have
No.
my class features?
Not with polymorph.
Okay. How much
Oh.
health do I have?
Like 100.
157.
How much?
157.
You only
how
have
much-
150 now.
Okay. Well, did I smash the door still?
Yeah, you smashed the door and then some rocks fell and you got one in the head. So now that entrance is blocked.
Well, if you want, you can actually make 2 fist attacks, multi-attack.
No, you're in my hand.
Oh, okay. Well,
I only have one hand. I smash the right door, because why not?
All right, make another dex save.
Uh, 17.
All right, only half damage, so go ahead and take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the cave begins to crumble some more.
Yes, I look like a confused monkey at the group.
well, I can't do much because you're squeezing me.
All right, so what do you all do now? You've only got the left door.
I mean, I would assume Meepo would just destroy the left door.
Sure, let's smash this one too.
All right, make another dex save.
Okay.
Before he does, everyone's beginning to notice the very obvious cracks that are forming in the ceiling.
Oh boy.
4.
All right then. So as you smash this left door, you smashed your 3 load-bearing walls. I need more dice for this.
Your doors are not doors, Logan.
Alright, let's see. Where's my other d8s? Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
King Kong here.
Uh-huh. Alright, help me keep track of this. 8, 12,
I
21, 22. Levi, I also need a deck save from you. 22, 28.
Natural 20 for 23.
Alright, you get half. So I said 28, 34, 42, 42, 49, 54, 59. Meepo, you take 59 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Levi takes 30 as the roof collapses. Levi, I need a concentration check.
That's just a straight roll, ain't it?
Constitution.
D20.
Oh, it's
Constitution.
okay. Just Constitution check then? No, that's not what I want.
Check. I believe it's above a 10, I think.
16.
All right, you just made it.
Okay.
Meepo still maintains his ape form, but Katya and Click, you watched Meepo run around, break down all the doors, and the roof collapsed on him and Levi. They appear to be imprisoned under the rubble, and light is streaming in from above.
I'm questioning many of our choices.
I
Well,
found you an exit, didn't I?
and however,
I'm looking
since
for an exit.
There's
I
light.
took 30 points of damage, I will remove the I will stop the spell.
Okay. So you, Levi and Meepo, are restrained under the rubble.
I start
Keep going, sorry.
I start digging them out.
I do the same thing.
All right. You find Levi and Meepo absolutely covered in dust. Meepo looks fine. Levi does not.
I dump 10 hit points into him with lay on hands.
All right, so now you're lying in the middle of this extra ruined ruin.
Were the ruins ruined?
The ruins were ruined.
Is there a door that Meepo did not bust down?
Nope.
Nope.
Looks like you're gonna have to dig through all the doors, doorways.
Oh. We probably should.
You should have kept me an ape, shouldn't you?
There probably were tracks to one of those doors. I start clearing the left one out.
Okay. You begin clearing the left one out. Once you get a gap large enough, you hear this faint feminine voice. Hello?
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 Who are you?
Can you help me? It sounds
Maybe.
distant.
I slide in.
All right.
I slide in
moving
after
the-
her.
Yeah, Katya is the largest person, so you all are able now to go through it.
I don't even have to slide. I just walk in.
Yeah, you do.
I went from the biggest to the smallest.
Katya, going through first, you see what looks to be like this raven-haired woman. First, I'll describe the room. You go down another short hallway, and you see this raven-haired woman appear to be chained against the wall of this large room. It seems to be decorated with all forms of trash, bits of metal. You could go through it if you wanted to, but as of right now, you don't see anything immediately unless you want to perception check it.
I'm okay. Anybody else?
As far as what's concerned,
I don't know. I'm just looking.
I'm pretty okay.
I mean, I'm basically spotless.
I'm always spotless.
What? I thought the perception was for looking at the room.
It wasn't looking at the room.
I'm so confused. I'm just looking for the feminine voice.
You see the woman across the room. The room is an absolute mess. There's pottery, some of it broken. There's bits of metal, all twisted in various shapes. If you wanted to actually identify what's in the room, you would need to do a perception check first.
I turn to Meepo and I say, Meepo, would you be willing to check for traps? I think I've learned my lesson from the first time.
Cat. Oh my goodness.
Didn't hurt, so
So-
yeah.
Wait, did Katya already walk in?
Did anybody grab me?
I think I would have seen how I went right behind her, and then I also turned to Meepo asking him to check for traps.
I saw the girl. I would have started going forward. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Well, since Katya was so prone to go first, you get halfway across the room.
More
when
building collapses.
when you when you see hints of movement. I should have let everyone else decide if they were coming into the room too. What do you do? What do you do when you see that movement, Katya?
I get real still and I look around.
Perception now.
16.
16. You don't see what the source of it was, but looking at stuff, it looks like it's collected forms of junk. Some of them quite odd. You see some statues, both made of stone and metal. There's an odd-looking one with appears to be like an elongated jaw with teeth in it. It seems like they weren't trying to go for a humanoid form when they made some of these.
I'm very, very worried about what this means, but I'm gonna kind of stay still and call out, "Ma'am,
Can you
Ma'am?
help me?
are you?
Please?
Where are you? You're
I'm right over here.
and you come to.
I'm chained to the wall.
Oh,
Sounds
she's
like a trap.
Yes, you see her chained to the wall.
Oh, I'm gonna
I think-
slow towards her.
I think she's a trap. She's bait.
Should I stop?
What does
I
everyone
would
else
say
do?
stop and let Meepo investigate.
What does everyone do? Where's everybody?
Are y'all saying this to me?
Yes.
I would have.
I stop.
I would say let Meepo investigate a bit. He's our expert.
I pull out my sword.
Meepo, would you be willing to go in and investigate a little bit and let us know what you think?
I start poking around with my rods and thieving tools, looking pretty.
What are you looking for? Because right now
More
it just
pressure
appears
plates.
Katya has nearly walked the length of this room and she has not triggered a pressure plate.
Doesn't matter. I will still inspect for anything suspicious or possible to be triggered.
You find that one of these statues has some moving joints to it. It appears to be made of metal. It's that odd one with the long jaw and with the sharp teeth in it.
I'm very disturbed.
Oh no. Guys, the statue has teeth and machinery, clockwork.
Meepo, a lot of statues have teeth, and have I ever seen a clock before?
No.
They have
Well, yes,
gears
you
and
have-
stuff.
You would have heard of one because they are common enough that Lork would have uh, spent money to build one.
Okay.
Have gears and stuff.
Okay.
So something will make it move.
I yell out to the girl, like, what's up with this room?
Say what? Say it one more
What?
time.
What's up with this room?
It looks like just a
Oh.
room
Well,
where
yes,
things.
the girl.
I yell
Oh,
at,
sorry, my bad.
oh, you're fine.
I don't know. I can't see. It's dark in here.
Oh.
Something will trigger the
Like-
statue.
But can you cast light?
Unfortunately, I don't have that prepared, but I know Levi normally does.
Here we go.
Investigate further, Logan, to see what this clockwork does.
Levi
Where?
can cast light.
What would
you
you
are
like
very-
it on?
You are interested in this statue, looking it over. It does appear to be humanoid, but not quite exact, like a human or an elf would be. Like I said before, the jaw is too long and the teeth are too sharp. It looking at its arms, you can see what look to be like some retracted blades. There in the center of its chest is a hole that looks similar to Katya's armor, but it appears to be dented and missing whatever would be inside. It's just this little cavernous pit.
Is it physically connected to, say, the wall or the floor?
No, if you were to try and pick it up in movement, it would be a great strain to you because it is extremely heavy, but it appears to be freestanding.
Can I put it in the bag of holding?
You'd have to
Biggest-
try very hard. It's about your size, Katya, maybe a bit bigger.
What's the space in the bag?
I don't know.
I have to look at how big you can actually get the mouth of the bag of holding, but you couldn't put it in the mouth.
Is
Can-
there some
Is
small?
someone going to help me?
No.
Ian, did you ever
quiet.
cast light?
Roughly 2
No,
feet.
I was waiting to find out what she wanted it placed on.
My shield works.
Okay, I will
2
place
feet
light
in
on her
diameter at the
shield.
mouth.
Much obliged.
How big?
2 feet in diameter at the mouth.
No, this thing is too broad of a chest.
Is there a smaller thing like it that I can fit in there?
No.
Is there a piece
One
of?
thing like it.
You're gonna try and pop something off?
Yeah, why not?
Give it sufficient time and you could, but it looks
Oh.
like you need special tools.
Is there anything broken off near it?
I can blow
this
it
whole
at
room
the
full of-
base.
I
This
tip
whole
it
room-
over.
Cooper says
It clatters to the floor. What was that?
a machine, I think. I don't know. Hello, good sir.
Yeah, Katya, now that you get a better look at it, it's got a hole in its chest that's just like your armor.
I'm very disturbed, but I think Maze should at least know about this.
Well, too bad he didn't come. He's back hiding.
Fair enough. Well, there's also light now. Can the girl see us now?
Oh, I see you. Please let me go. I don't know when they'll come back.
Ooh.
What?
Who will come back?
The jackal man.
Oh. Can I go over to her now, guys?
One last thing. I like to do an insight check just to make sure that she really is in danger and needs help.
You're a cat.
Yep. Her's now on my lap.
And that is going to be a 19.
This woman who is chained to a wall appears to be a woman who's chained to a wall and is asking to be unchained.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go.
I just want to
Search
make
her
sure.
for traps. And search around her for traps.
Katya, do you go over there?
I search around her for traps.
Investigation check.
Just don't touch her inappropriately.
I didn't plan to.
We never know about you kobolds.
What?
Nah, kobolds only have eyes for kobolds.
Man.
That's just weird. You said investigation?
Yep. If you're looking for traps, like more pressure
Mhm.
plates and stuff like that, right?
Yes. 5.
You find no pressure plates. You are confident that there are no pressure plates.
Okay.
You think you can unlock her shackles?
I can try.
You might find a pressure plate in there.
Maybe. Wouldn't be the first time.
Slide a hand check.
One of my good skills, okay. $23.
Oh yeah, this lock is child's play. Even if you didn't have your tools, you feel like you could have opened it up.
Nice. Easy peasy.
Oh, thank you. And then she trips. Meepo, you feel a slight pinch as she lands on top of you as she stumbles out of her shackles.
I investigate this pinch.
It looks like it slightly drew blood. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Did you just stab me?
No, no. I haven't trimmed my nails in a few days.
Uh,
I help her
I
up.
investigate her nails. Looking
they-
for my blood.
They look a little sharp.
I look for my blood on them.
You see one on her pointer finger.
Would this be like some sort of curse like what Katia had?
Did you poison me?
I'm very concerned, but I'm gonna help her stand up.
Did you poison me?
Thank you. What?
I-
No, I have no poison.
Logan,
I'm
What?
suspicious.
do I see signs of the curse like what Katia had?
What kind of curse? Like, how are you looking for a curse?
Like a were curse of some kind?
How would you?
How would you look for that curse?
Well, I know what this individual's father is.
Uh-huh.
So I would be looking for like if it's human, elf, half elf, you get the gist.
This
But
looks
I would
like
also be aware of the curse from Katia because I knew that she took on the traits of a shark. So I would be looking to see if this individual is taking on animalistic traits,
you looks like a human woman.
with just really sharp nails.
Not even like oddly sharp. You know, have you ever had your nails grow just a tiny bit long and then you cut them at just the right angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get out of here.
Yes, let's get moving.
Where is Levi right now?
He's just hanging back. Since
Where's hanging back?
he was
Are you in the room or in the hallway?
um is the hallway where the three doors are?
No, you would have had to go through the hole to get into the new hallway.
Okay, I'm probably in. If the room is decent, then I'd be in the room.
Okay. Yeah, the room is decently sized. It is just chock full of junk.
This is weird.
But I'm just kind of hanging back.
Okay. So, with everyone in the room, you begin to see flicks of movement. The woman
Oh,
quickly grasps. What?
Sorry, I was gonna say. Remember, I had to be in the room because I cast light.
Right. You're right. The woman quickly grabs onto Katya. Katya, you feel a slight pinch.
I'm now very concerned.
Merging from the shadows, when they rolled quite high on their stealth, you see 6 very emaciated, long-legged individuals with short, bristle-like hair. Their Their faces are canine, with large ears and short snouts.
Is this the
Uh,
jackal people?
I think
Uh,
this is people.
Yes, these are the jackal people.
Well,
Oh no!
with all the
I-
camels and stuff they took, they shouldn't be emaciated.
For real. Are they undead?
No, they look to be very much alive. In the light, you see the reflections coming from their eyes. It is dark. It's the light coming off of the spell is making the shadows quite large.
I'm gonna
Oh,
call.
what are you gonna call?
I'm gonna call out to them and ask, "Do you guys need some food?"
They do not respond, but draw their sabers.
Oh, I tried.
Let's roll initiative.
Do we want to go ahead and call it a night here? Because Kathy or Laura
Yeah,
said they have to be off that
yeah,
table.
we can call it there. Because Laura has to go.
Wes, I'm sorry we didn't make it to you yet.
I thought Wes would be the unconscious guy on the ground.
That's
I
what I thought.
I
Hmm.
won't say anything.
That's not a no. He might still be the unconscious guy on the ground.
Well,
Could be.
now
it could
he
be
knows.
the woman that we're here to save.
Now
could
he
be.
knows.
That for some reason keeps pinching us.
Now he knows the pace we move at.
Mm.
Well, when someone decides to break all the doors,
I thought it was weird that we heard a voice on the first door that I chose because that never happens.